Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State have decided to open up on a lot of things on secession agitation, Biafra actualization, Presidency 2023, his stand, and the way forward, especially when it comes to the issue of insecurity and how to engage the youth, what needs to be done and done urgently. And he actually gave himself or gave the Igbos a timeline to achieve this. Quite a strong one, I must say. Let's actually hear him out. But before we do all this and much more, like and subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already. By clicking on the red subscribe button beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State as a Saturday, declared his belief in a united Nigeria and condemned calls for secession by some groups in the country. Hold on, listen to him, please. Umahi said this in Abakaliki during the conclusion of the 8-day prayer and fasting session organized by the Christian Association of Nigeria, Kanu, that's CAN, Ebonyi chapter, over the security situation in the state. The governor said he believed in a country where oneness, freedom, equity, justice, fairness, among other virtues prevailed. Then the question now is, do they prevail in Nigeria? Let's continue. He said, I do not believe in second-class citizenship, where a section of the country is being seen to be superior to the others. With due respect, sir, you may not believe, but the question is it practicable in Nigeria? Is it what it is done in Nigeria? That way we'll be able to balance our session. Let's continue. We are all created by God, and no one should talk of integrating the country, he said. He admitted that most of the secessionist groups' agitations were genuine, noting that they could, however, be addressed. He now said, I want Igbos to submit these agitations, and I would lead the governors and leaders of this zone to the center to address these grievances. For a change. Let's continue. He said the groups can then do what they like if after 6 months we fail to address these grievances, he said. He's pleading actually. Umahi urged the people to shun bitterness, anger, violence, among other vices, to avoid bringing war and destruction onto the land. We would tell the authorities in Abuja that our people are aggrieved, but such cannot be addressed by insulting the president, the governors, and leaders from other regions of the country, he said. The governor thanked CAN, that's Kanu, for nurturing the spiritual life of the state and urged it to engage all aggrieved groups in the 13 local government areas of the state to shun violence. Reverend Father Abraham Wale, State Kanu chapter, State Kanu chairman, admonished Ebonyi's people and Nigerians to appreciate God's mercies upon them and repent from their evil ways. There have been no destruction or armed robbery in the state since this prayer and fasting session commenced, as this shows God's divine mercy upon the state. No country would experience the present situation in Nigeria and still remain one, yet the citizens are bracing the inherent challenges with fortitude, he said. These are quite very strong words, I must say. He's telling everybody agitating, especially the Biafran southeastern section in particular. He's saying, look, can you just give us 6 months? And he has made a promise. He will personally lead the team. Don't forget that he's in good books of the presidency. Don't also forget that he ported from PDP to APC. So to a good extent, he dines and wines with those who are in the corridor of power. And he's a governor as well. An APC governor for that matter. So he's saying, look, can you please, all those trying to get Biafra as a country, he said he doesn't believe in having a separate country of his own, but he still believes in oneness. I still also believe that a country to prevail needs all these wonderful characteristics, equity, fairness. But the truth be told, do we have it in Nigeria? The reason why more people are getting into this whole agitation scheme is simply because of the fact that the country itself is encouraging it by the lopsided activities of leadership style. If everything was done in equity, in fairness, in justice, in oneness, then there would there be ever any room to call for secession? There would never have been. But as it is not the way it ought to be as an ideal state, and hence people are calling for secession. But he's now pleading with all stakeholders, those involved in the agitation, that please can you just give them 6 months, drop down the threats, stop insulting presidency, stop insulting the governors or the leaders of the southeastern group or southeastern states. Just give them 6 months that he would personally lead the group, lead the way to the center, which is Sh0cking, the presidency, and table their grievances. Say, this is it, this is it, this is it. How do we go about it? Now, if within that 6 months nothing is now done, you now have excuse. He's asking, because the truth is there's no place in the world. Somebody will say, no matter how cheap, no matter how nice looking chaos is, you say peace is cheaper. No matter how terrible your next door neighbor is, follow peace with all men. Find a way around it. But somebody will ask, do you find a way around things and every day your kinsmen are dying? No one will fold his arms and watch these things being done. But he's saying, can we just one more time, can we just try this and see how we can use this last resort of dialoguing? Let's go to the center. Let's explain our grievances. Then that way. But don't forget that this group is talking about agitation, and some of them are like Ipob have already been proscribed. Are you going to start by unprescribing them? I don't even understand how it's going to play, but it's a very dicey one. A dicey one and a strong one that Governor David Umahi is actually taking the lead. I must commend him. He's trying to bring balance to the region. Because the truth is, if everything goes down, everyone will be affected, directly or indirectly. But let's quickly feel the pulse of Nigerians very quickly. Just one, and we'll wrap this up. This one here saying, this is how leaders talk to their subject to give them hope for better future. You have spoken well, David Umahi. This one, yes, he has not spoken well by anything, Jari, trying to appease his paymasters. But if you ask me, he tried. He honestly tried. He's just trying to see how he can lay balance. If he tries, if they say, okay, let's give him 6 months. 6 months is not too big. Let's see what he comes out of it with. Then eventually, if nothing comes out, then you can now go about whatever you want to do. But I feel that within that 6 months, a lot will come out of it. Let's put in the comment section. What's your take on this latest development? Let's interact.